I'm gonna have to get him out myself.
The Covenant. Premieres Saturday, March 23rd, 9 p.m. on HBO.
I am 7 years old. No, I'm soon we're going to be 8.
The Busbys are back.
Everybody's growing up. Quints are getting older.
Who my team?
Oh my goodness.
Blake's getting older.
Tell mommy to relax.
Relax.
Still chaotic. But how often do things go perfectly?
Not often.
Outdaughtered. Thursdays 8:30 on TLC.
This season, the Bunce family are taking the ultimate risk.
There's no investors, there's no third party.
We're paying for it ourselves.
We have to find some good trade.
The stakes are high, and every decision is their own.
Time and money is everything. That's how important it is.
Rush, move.
It's all or nothing.
If we don't mine this year, we have no next year.
Jade Fever, streaming now on Outdoor.
The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome to another edition of TV1 News. I'm Carol Kidu Jr.
And I'm Rex Litter. Join me later in the bulletin for your sporting details.
In this edition, PNG launches $20 million climate finance initiative, Launa Kalana makes progress with increasing cattle numbers, and Lama scores hat-trick on debut. This morning, NCD Governor Powers Pakop launched the $20 million PNG Climate Finance Initiative for Resilience and Sustainable Transition, or FIRST project. The project, endorsed by Prime Minister James Marape and Anthony Albanese during the Australia-Papua New Guinea Annual Leaders Dialogue, aims to secure international and domestic climate financing for transformative climate adaptation and mitigation projects in Papua New Guinea. Today marked a historic moment as the nation launched the Australian $20 million PNG Climate First project, officiated by NCD Governor Powers Pakop and backed by Australian partners, with over 100 guests representing provincial governments, development partners, private sector entities and NGOs in attendance. The launch event at the APEC House in Port Moresby saw the attendance of key dignitaries, including the Australian High Commissioner to PNG, John Feeks, and the Director General of the Global Green Growth Institute, Dr. Frank Risberman. Dr. Risberman commended the collaborative effort and outlined Climate First's ambitious goals to enhance PNG's resilience to climate change through targeted interventions in 7 provinces. The project's design aligns with PNG's nationally determined contributions under the Paris Agreement and the National Adaptation Plan.
Of course, it's not just about money. It's about what you can do with that money. And indeed, making the country more resilient and financing a sustainable transition is the goal. Allow people to not only be the stewards of the landscape, as I know many people in PNG are proud to be, but to have a decent livelihood, one that is adapted to the climate changes we all face in the years to come.
High Commissioner Fix highlighted Climate First as an opportunity to fund climate-resilient projects benefiting diverse communities across PNG, supporting the nation's transition to a low-carbon economy.
With this increased activity, we have both an opportunity and a responsibility to ensure that we coordinate our activities and align them with Papua New Guinea's priorities. Australia is pleased to be incorporating several of our initiatives into the Country Package for Forests, Nature and Climate, co-led by the European Union and by France. And I look forward to seeing our officials work hand in hand with the Government of Papua New Guinea to chart a roadmap for the Country Package.
The 20 million Australian dollar investment from Australia will cover implementation costs, aiming to mobilize additional climate finance and investments to support green initiatives nationwide. Climate First will be executed through a grant agreement with GGGI, leveraging the organization's expertise in developing climate finance proposals and fostering stronger engagement with PNG sector agencies. The launch of Climate First signifies a pivotal moment in the collaborative effort between PNG and Australia to address the pressing challenges of climate change and build a resilient future for Papua New Guinea.
The Climate Change and Development Authority, as the lead agency, is determined to work with all your key implementing agencies, partners, development partners, private sectors, and stakeholders to ensure this project supports the government aspiration in responding to challenges faced by climate change.
In delivering the keynote address on behalf of Prime Minister James Marape, Governor Paul Parkop thanked the Government of Australia for its investment in Climate First. He expressed gratitude to Australia for its $20 million investment, emphasizing the urgency of collective action to safeguard PNG's natural resources and communities.
Papua New Guinea and Australian friendship is forged by a very long history of trust, warmth, personal ties, and an impressive track record of shared endeavors. I am confident that Climate First is another forward step that will strengthen our bilateral ties and enhance the future security, sustainability, and prosperity of our country. It is also a partnership that will support Papua New Guinea to increase its access to climate finance, including from global funds and from the private sector.
National Teachers Insurance Limited paid one of its first life insurance premium to a deceased member's dependents recently through the PNG Nurses Association, valued at 25,000 kina. The member was late Opina Ragagalo, who passed away on December 13, 2023, after serving the country as a nurse for 32 years.
The PNG Nurses Association were delighted to receive a life insurance premium of 25,000 kina check from the NTIL on behalf of a member, late Sister Opina Ragagalo. Sister Ragagalo, who hails from Kiapara village in Central Province, was serving as the unit manager for the Heduru Clinic at the time of her passing on in December 13, 2023. She is survived by her husband, Warrant Officer Willie Ragagalo, and their 4 children.
And we have to declare to the nurses throughout the country why it is important that their insurance premium had to come to PNG, because the government has made a decision basically to ensure all the health workers, especially nurses, who are frontline health workers, who are interacting with patients, and they are vulnerable.
This payment is received from a 75 kina per fortnight paid from the member's fortnightly salary which is part of the 2021 to 2023 Nurses Awards paid by the government. Molina raised concern that certain provinces and government agencies are not paying their members' insurance, which poses a risk for members should a death occur. Vice President of the PNG Nurses Association, Esther Pisoro, also expressed similar concerns and appealed to CEOs of provincial health authorities to make sure that HR managers pay the 75 kina insurance cover for members.
And I am pleading, please, CEOs of these countries, please encourage more your HR managers without giving the burdens to our nurses who are saving right in the communities and wherever in PNG.
NTIL CEO Dipayande said this was the first insurance premium being paid in NCD, and he also reached out to the nurses to be aware that there is a life insurance and that they should claim when there is a death.
And we are here to present a check of 25,000 kina, which is the life benefit component. We've already paid a check of 5,000 kina earlier, a couple of months ago, for their funeral benefit. The 25,000 kina is the life component based on the member's age at the time of death. The benefit goes up to 40,000 kina, depending on the age of the member at the time of death.
Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
Finance Limited, rather Tesa Community Finance Limited, or TCF, has appointed Moses Koiri as chairman of its board of directors. Mr. Koiri, a distinguished senior lawyer in Papua New Guinea and principal of Albatross Law, brings extensive expertise in commercial advisory and litigation to TCF. He has previously served as chairman of TCF from 2016 to March 2021, playing a vital role in its growth. With a Master of Laws from Monash University and vast experience in PNG's legal, banking, finance, and business sectors, Koiri's leadership is expected to enhance TCF's strategic vision and operational excellence. The road from Butibam to Malahang in Leh was blocked off today in protest of the untreated sewage that has been flowing onto the road for weeks now. The stench from the wastewater has been unbearable for people at Butibam, Ampo and Balob.
Untreated sewage has been flowing onto the road from a manhole near the Ampo workshop opposite Balob Teachers College in Leh for several weeks now. Located around the area are homes, schools, clinics, and the Evangelical Lutheran Church headquarters. From the main hole, sewage flows onto the road and into the nearby drain, with residents from Butibam Mouse Road saying the stench has made them lose their appetites, while some are experiencing upset stomachs and headaches. To force relevant authorities to rectify the issue, Butibam villagers this morning blocked off the road leading to Malahang, allowing only local traffic and essential services such as ambulance and police. Francisca Guare has been vocal about the issue since it started over 6 weeks ago, saying she alerted the contractor who has been working on the road upgrade, PNG Investment Construction, but nothing has been forthcoming.
Yes, because this la smell blow sewage am going la place even am bagarapi mi pla loya go la place to public tool walk about go come bagarapi mi pla through. That's the reason why road them pass now. So that by kissing attention belong a water board want them PNG all must come na fix him this la heavy quick.
Sheena Ahi shared similar sentiments, outlining that exposure to the sewage, specifically the germs containing in it, has resulted in stomach and intestine illness, including diarrhea, fever, vomiting, and loss of appetite. Water PNG, PNG, and the police were on the ground today, with Water PNG assuring villagers that the problem will be rectified as soon as possible. President of the Leh Chamber of Commerce and Industry, John Burns, said he has been in contact with Water PNG Leh, who had assessed the issue and have started work this morning. Water PNG management confirmed the importance of the safety, hygiene, and health concerns, saying the area has been given top priority. Susan Oreape, TV1 News.
You're watching TV1 News. After the break, Launa Kalana makes progress with increasing cattle numbers.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bunyamyumi.
The Toyota Jetty Hi-Ace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters Jetty engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hi-Ace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hi-Ace bus and experience the Hi-Ace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical karaoke, up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great fumu too. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
Superstition ain't the way. Breaking my heart.
Halo, mi orang bukannya. Biar bisa kay na iblaw ko si One Plus Video Star. Video it's out.
First and exclusive.
I've been through 2 days and I've been almost murdered twice. That's one per day. What is going on?
I train you to become warriors, but you have never faced anything like this.
If you can give me the location, I can get him out of the country. It's too dangerous.
Where is everyone?
We're gonna have to figure this out.
Who the hell are they? I work for Dracula.
What? You're like the guy that gets the villain's Postmates.
Let's see. First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Welcome back. The long-abandoned Watom Jetty approach on Watom Island in the Rabaul district of East New Britain province is undergoing much-needed maintenance. The 32-meter-long jetty, which once served as the main link for goods and services on the island more than 2 decades ago, has been faced with weakening and eroding risks, which has called for urgent response. The maintenance project is a counter-funded initiative under the PSIP former years and PIP funding at the cost of 850,000 kina. The project is being rolled out by New Land Real Estate Limited, work which includes realigning the edge beam of the approach using boulders and pouring in new concrete to reinforce and stabilize the structure. The jetty has been lying idle for years and it has crippled them in terms of accessibility, transporting cocoa, copra, fish and other fresh produce to the mainland. After 3 shipments of cattle from Lae to Launakalana in Central Province, the Launakalana estate is progressing in a good pace. Livestock Development Corporation is making ends meet to have more cattle by the end of the year, increase paddocks and have enough cattle for distribution to the Central Province farmers.
Since 2022, cattle have been shipped to Launakalana Estate in Central Province. So far, there are more than 500 cattle. LDC Managing Director Terry Coim shared that LDC has made a lot of progress since this news team visited last year.
They were brought here for the implementation of the government's MTDP3 plan, the National Cattle Breeding Program. So here at Launakalana, what we're going to do is we will increase the numbers up to more than 1,000 so that we will distribute the progenies that will be born on this estate to existing livestock farmers throughout the Central Province, and we will distribute some of them to other parts of the southern region.
Officer in charge of Launakalana Estate, Jackson Tassi, spoke about the increase of paddocks to cater for the growing number of cattle.
We have a lot of local pasture. Local pasture species depleting at a faster rate. So we are struggling against time. We are struggling against the number of increasing animals. We are going further into the bush, trying to create a lot of paddocks for grazing. At the moment, we've done only 5 paddocks, which is not enough to cater for that 500.
He said in the local pastures, 1.5 to 2 hectares accommodates 1 animal. Coim added that the government wants to partner with Papua New Guineans who are willing to do the hard yards instead of complaining about the government's free handouts.
If you're a livestock farmer, if you're a cattle farmer, you're a piggery farmer, if you're a livestock farmer who wants to work with and for the government, you're most welcome to come and talk to our manager on the ground here, and they can come and be able to help you, and the government can actually extend its services to you. So going forward, we now have about 500 cattle. We want to increase the numbers, so sometime this year, before the end of next quarter, we'd like to bring in the next lot of shipment from Lae.
Jasmine Jack, TV1 News.
Meantime, Livestock Development Corporation are in talks with Rigo Rice to carry out more livestock programs in the Rigo district.
I was talking to one of the farmers here, Mr. Jeffrey Kennedy of Rigo Rice. Some of the programs that he's doing for livestock. He wants to breed cattle, he wants to breed pigs, and distribute the piglets to the farmers and the calves from cattle to the farmers too. So he's a very successful businessman. He's now venturing into agriculture, agribusiness. So because LDC is sort of very close to within close proximity of Rigo Rice, we are looking forward to a partnership that is going to help his business and also help the country's steps towards promoting import replacement through downstream processing.
Octady Mining Limited has awarded scholarships worth over 300,000 kina to 10 outstanding students from the University of Papua New Guinea, Pacific Adventist University and the PNG University of Technology under its 2024 undergraduate scholarship scheme. These scholars, currently in their 3rd year of study, represent diverse fields including geology, chemistry, biology, environmental science, civil engineering, and more, aligning with OTML's operational needs. OTML's commitment to education and community development is reflected in its investment of over 830,000 kina in the USS program since its inception in 2007. The scholarships cover full tuition and boarding fees, stipends, book allowances, travel assistance, and ensure entry into OTML's graduate development program upon graduation. This initiative not only supports talented students financially, but also fosters a symbiotic relationship between OTML and partnering universities, ensuring a skilled workforce pipeline for the company. Nickel 28 Corporation, formerly Highlands Pacific, reaffirmed its commitment to supporting geoscience education in Papua New Guinea. Through its partnership with the University of Papua New Guinea, Nickel 28 announced the selection of 2 awardees for its scholarship program aimed at nurturing talented students pursuing earth sciences. The company plans to expand the scholarship program to support 3 students annually, emphasizing the importance of geology in the resource industry. Scholarship funds are set to increase progressively, reflecting Nickel 28's dedication to developing professional geoscientists and contributing to PNG's educational and economic advancement. And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2657 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2582, $0.3870 Australian dollars, $0.2284 euro, and 37.63 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold, palm oil, and crude oil closed higher. Copper and copper closed lower, while coffee and cocoa closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. You're watching TV1 News. We'll be back with stories making headlines in the region.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
More clean, more sweet. Flame natural white sugar. Make more.
Attention rice lovers! We are giving away 300,000 kina worth of scaled school money. 1,000 kina could be yours. With 300 winners and 4 fortnightly draws, your chances are higher than ever. Buy any 1 kg to 20 kg scale or ori rice, cut out the grown for PNG stamp, put it in an envelope with your name, contact details, and drop it in an entry box at selected outlets. Promotion ends March 29, 2024. Hurry and win big with scale and ori rice. Follow us on social media for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
This season, the Bunce family are taking the ultimate risk.
There's no investors, there's no third party.
We're paying for it ourselves.
We have to find some good trade.
The stakes are high, and every decision is their own.
Time and money is everything. That's how important it is.
Hit it! Rush, 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 move, move, move.
It's all or nothing.
If we don't mine this year, we have no next year.
Jade Fever, streaming now on Outdoor.
And here we go. Floyd Mayweather has done it. He's a world champion. It's all over. The crowd comes to its feet. Champion of the world.
Don't miss mega fights, only on Fight Sports.
Welcome back. Thousands of people are being impacted by drought in the Federated States of Micronesia. The people of Yap, Chuuk, Pohnpei and Kosrae have all been experiencing drier than normal weather since December last year, with the U.S. National Weather Service predicting things are likely to worsen under current El Niño conditions. According to UNICEF, people in affected communities are in desperate need of food and water. UNICEF's Micronesia Field Office Chief Cromwell Bakareza said its estimated 16,000 people, 40% of those being children, are in dire need of food. Last month, the FSM national government said that with the help of partners, it had mobilized emergency relief supplies for affected communities, dispatching over 13,500 cases of water and over 13,100 sacks of rice to Pohnpei, Yap and Chuuk. It was meant to be a game changer for the top end's scorching heat, but more than 5 years since the Northern Territory government spent millions of dollars on a shade structure in Darwin City, the project's cooling performance is worsening. It's left many scratching their heads about why the Labour government's still spending hundreds of thousands on maintenance for a project that just isn't delivering.
A $3.3 million shade structure still not providing any shade. Built in 2018, sun still sizzles through the NT government's prize project.
Is it working? I'm standing in the sun. Is it working?
Tropical vines planted more than 5 years ago, barely managing to cover the top of the structure. One of a suite of projects aimed at cooling Darwin City by between 2 and 4 degrees. Through a Freedom of Information request, the ABC has obtained new temperature data provided to the government in January by University of New South Wales researchers. It reveals that between the hottest 2 hours of the day, during a period between September 2022 and January 2023, the average temperature underneath the structure was 32.1 degrees, compared to 32.7 degrees outside, a difference of 0.6 degrees. That's a smaller temperature reduction than during a period between February and July 2020, when the structure was cooling temperatures by an average of 0.7 degrees at the same time of day. The ABC is also able to reveal the NT government spent $155,000 on the structure's maintenance last year in an attempt to stimulate the vine's growth, more than triple the previous estimated cost.
I think that that's absolutely absurd. Surely they have better things to spend money on than a vine.
You reckon it's taken too long?
Yeah, my oath, wrong thing to plant.
For horticulturist Tina Sanford, there's one issue which stands out.
It's an irrigation issue is what I can see. The dirt, the actual media is quite dry, and upping the irrigation would make a huge difference even this time of year.
In a statement, Infrastructure Minister Joel Bowden admits the vines aren't growing as fast as anyone would like, saying the government is looking at other ideas, like planting additional vines. The government hoping to turn over a new leaf.
Today, 56 of the world's largest countries and smallest islands across 6 oceans continue to stand united and celebrate shared values for Commonwealth Day. Commonwealth Day is traditionally celebrated on the second Monday in March. The theme for this year's Commonwealth Day and the forthcoming Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting is One Resilient Common Future, Transforming Our Commonwealth. More than 56 nations will celebrate throughout this week, with representatives attending an event at the Commonwealth Secretariat headquarters in London. This year's staging is especially significant as the modern Commonwealth will celebrate its 75th anniversary in April this year. At a Commonwealth Prime Minister's meeting in London on 26 April 1949, the London Declaration said that republics and other independent countries could be equal members of the Commonwealth. Thus, the modern Commonwealth of Nations was born. Commonwealth nations will come together later this year in October 2024 for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Samoa. A new mobile app is in development aimed at helping people safely come off certain medications like antidepressants without suffering debilitating withdrawal symptoms. Experts say Australia is playing catch-up when it comes to research and official guidelines for reducing or stopping prescribed drug use.
When it comes to mental health, can well-medicated be mistaken for well-being? Around 1 in 7 Aussies takes an antidepressant, the second highest usage per capita in the OECD.
Over the last 30 years, doctors have continued to give me the prescriptions, haven't really asked any questions.
Wilbur was first prescribed a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, or SSRI, in his late teens. Now he takes just 10% of the initial dose, but getting to this point has been a real challenge.
Withdrawal symptoms will be brutal and sudden.
Research suggests half of people who try to come off their antidepressant experience side effects, everything from flu-like headaches and vertigo to insomnia and electric shock-like sensations or brain zaps. Unlike the UK, Australia doesn't have official guidelines of recommended timeframes for people to come off antidepressants.
The research now is showing that longer withdrawals of medications such as antidepressants is the recommended best practice.
That requires the medication in a form that allows microdosing, like liquids and tapering strips, but these aren't yet available in Australia. The situation's leading people to online forums and workarounds.
I myself have actually referred people to online forums.
Alicia Martin is developing a withdrawal support tool to help.
It will allow the users to plan and track their medication taper, so they can record when they've taken their dose, when they plan on reducing their dose, and also record and track their symptoms.
Patients can then share a report with their physician.
I think there is a place for that sort of app to be used. Anything that helps the communication between the patient and the GP.
The Royal Australian College of General Practitioners says deprescribing antidepressants is a complex process and app developers should be cautious about providing any information that could be interpreted as medical advice.
Thousands of women took to the streets of Istanbul, Turkey, to mark International Women's Day on Friday, despite a ban by the government demanding equality and change of laws to protect women and help them gain their rights in the country and around the world. Waving purple flags as a sign of International Women's Day, they filled the air with slogans and rallying cries despite a ban on rallies by authorities. They chanted, "The world would shake if women were free. Resist for rebellion, resist for freedom." Turkey was the first country to join the Istanbul Convention in March 2012, which aims at preventing gender-based violence by setting legally binding standards to protect victims and punish perpetrators. However, 9 years later, Turkey became the first and only country that left the convention. Its president at that time believed the treaty eroded their conservative values. Protesters called for more unity among women and for finding ways to get out of the situation and make things better for women and members of minority groups. This is TV1 News. After the break, Hikaris United's performance at the OFC Women's Champions League opening match and Clint Lama's stunning hat-trick performance over the weekend. Those stories and more with Rex Litter.
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
It's
on again. It's back to school with Colgate and Protex. 100,000 kina worth of prizes to be won with laptops, tablets and 250 kina shopping vouchers. Simply purchase 2 or more Colgate and Protex branded products, write your name and contact details on the back of the receipt, drop it in the entry bin in participating stores for a chance to win. Promotion begins 1st February and ends 31st March 2024. Hurry! Go to your nearest participating store now and purchase Colgate and Protex products to win. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh, Carol, is that you? Oh my gosh, long time.
Hey, sister girl, how are you?
I'm great. Oh my gosh, is that yours?
Yeah, my one and only.
Goodness, I never thought you'd have kids.
Well, surprise.
Yeah, and is your surprise vaccinated? Preventable diseases are on the rise, you know.
Yeah, sister, you know, long lines at the clinic.
I know. And?
And yes, I did hear about all these diseases.
And?
And the market?
And?
And what? And baby blow you are.
And did you know that 1 in 13 children in PNG die from vaccine-preventable diseases?
Oh my.
Sister to sister, let's build a healthier country with children's routine vaccinations today. Anyway, Kebao, I'll just get a boy first.
No, God, market pass. I'm trying to go to the clinic now. Bye.
Are you looking to further yourself? High-Tech TVET College offers certificate and diploma courses. For online training, we are giving 1 laptop per student. Application closes 31st March 2024. Apply online now. High-Tech TVET College, making nobody become somebody.
He's not just some observer. He's an assassin.
I don't trust anybody outside of this room.
You go rogue, he's been authorized to hunt you down and kill you.
That's the job.
Which way, Benji? Turn left! Go, 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 go! What are you waiting for? I'm jumping out a window!
Mission Impossible Fallout.
Welcome back. A penalty apiece in the opening match at the OFC Women's Champions League saw Vanuatu, Tafai FC and Hekari United FC share the points in Honiara, Solomon Islands over the weekend. Having lost the initial match, Hekari United went on to win the remaining matches only to fall short in the 2023 OFC Club Champions League. Hekari United was adamant to start the game with a win in Solomon Islands this year. However, when they entered the pitch Sunday morning, they found themselves in a tight contest that ended in a draw 1-1. Hekari United attack, led by skipper Mari Kaipu, were quick to press the Vanuatu side early on, and it was Kaipu who registered the game's first attempt at goal. But her attempt was well taken care of as Vanuatu returned with some exchanges. First goal of the match came from Tafea, breaking open the deadlock. Trailing behind, Hekari United did their best to level the score, and sure enough, found their way back into the contest. At the stroke of half-time, Phyllis Pala nailed one for Hekari United and levelled the scoreboard. The second half was intense, and the goals were hard to come by. Both teams brought in their impact players, but the scoreline didn't change. The match ended 1-1. Hekari United plays Avachu FC this Saturday, 16th March 2024, at the Lawson Tama Stadium. More Printing has defended its title in the private company's netball competition in Port Moresby after holding off Bank of Pacific in a close finish 31 points to 29. The Premier Division Grand Final match between the two sides had fans on their toes as both sides traded point for point at the Rita Flynn Netball court. The exciting encounter ended with a 2-point difference in favour of the defending champions Moore-Printin. Moore-Printin coach Susan Lecker said her side took on a worthy opponent who had enough experienced players. However, the fitness of her side to play at the constant pace throughout all 4 quarters of the match that got them over the line. While expressing her excitement for another cup title, Lecker said this was her 5th grand final appearances in the private netball company's competition. They have won 4 and lost 1. They are looking forward to defending their title in the next tournament. It was a weekend of action for the Lay softball mixed slow pitch finals, but the team with the good combination and final love, a highly fancied Mangolos, couldn't hold off a skillful Marlins Yellow, falling short of victory.
Marlins Yellow are the 2024 Lay softball mixed slow pitch champions, proving too strong for IS and Team Manolos at the Eripo Oval in Lay on Sunday. Marlins wasted no time getting on the board in the best of the 3 innings grand final. Despite a hard-fought resistance to hold their hopes high, staying in the game, the Manolos fever dropped under the waves as the Marlins soared home with a series of homers towards the end of the battle. And that was indeed the boosting throw at the dice for the Paul Kelly-led Marlins side, restrict Manolos with a 8-4 lead at the end of the second last inning. Manolos were restricted to only 2 points in the match-ending inning, falling short of matching up to the added 7 points by Marlins to settle with a win by a 15-6 scoreline. In the other matches, Tigers CS defeated Puma Lieutenants 13-12, Marlins Black 10 beat Bismarck SC 9, and Jets edged Najab Reds 9-8. Susan Oriape, TVWAN Sports.
The 2024 Digicel ExxonMobil Cup draws near. Franchises are finalizing their playing groups and getting them ready for the season. The Gas Resources Central Dabaris is going against this traditional norm of releasing players at the conclusion of pre-season training. They will keep the 50-man squad together, but playing them in different competitions. As is at conclusion of every pre-season rugby league camp every year, some players will make the cut, while others will need to put in extra work to better their performances in the next camp. For Gas Resources Central Dabaris, they have an interesting plan to keep most of their young talents as part of the team.
Because they're very skillful and talented. People had Lusimol go after Lomiba cut in 26. Bamibla Olimol Ken, Bamibla Olim 24, Bamibla Olimol. There's a competition, Bamibla take part from South League. So Bamibla training all year, Olimol, all take part in a competition from South. Now, those 26, all start already, this is a 24. So it's not like Bamibla releasing all but still in take what we play. Kind of semi-banless only more training more, rousing more, you go now all by just boosting thing.
Gunua thanked Eda Dabaris Nines and Skelrice Dabaris Nines tournament for establishing a junior development pathways for the franchise. The club is anticipating a continued partnership with the competition and its sponsors. Meanwhile, Gunua said Dabaris has recruited some players from other rugby league clubs to bolster its impact in key performance areas. A few recruits in the spine areas include Justin Yoka, Nikki Asu and Max Toya. The club remains optimistic for the season 2024. As PNG Hunters' new kid on the block, Clint Lama made his debut, a memorable one after bagging a hat-trick to help the Hunters secure a 36-22 tamping over winner Manly Seagulls in round 1 of the 2024 QRL Host Plus Cup season at the Santos National Football Stadium on Saturday. Fellow debutant Weah Koi also scored in the second period after coming off the bench. The win marks a promising start for New Hunters coach Paul Aiton, who commended his full 17 for staying in the grind despite a late surge from the Seagulls.
Both teams were guilty of a comedy of errors earlier in the opening exchanges while they settled into their nerves before the points started coming. But it was Mendimuru's gun center and Hunters' new recruit Clint Lama with a barnstorming run to the Seagulls line for the first of his hat-trick in the 21st minute.
Sedrista coming here, barging over, is Nima. No, that's Lama. Lama scores on debut.
Hunters did well to maintain possession, and from the next wave of attack, veteran winger Brendan Nima scored from a beautiful left-edge attacking move to put the Hunters ahead 8-6 after the Seagulls had scored earlier. From a quick restart, Hunters' elusive fullback Sonny Wabo, using fancy footwork and explosive speed, again proved too quick for the visitors, putting the Hunters further in front 12-6 before the Seagulls got one back courtesy of crafty playmaker and captain Bryce Donovan to close out the first half in Hunters' favor 12-10. Hunters' scoring form continued second half with the hat-trick man Lama picking up a double, while the other debutant Weah Koi and Hunters' prodigal son Jordan Pat scoring as well. Seagulls, not to be outdone, mounted a comeback in the final quarter with back rower Joshua Starkey scoring in double fashion to reduce the deficit at 22-36, but that's all she wrote, with the homeboys hanging on until full time. A dream start for rookie coach Paul Aiton and his new-look playing group. While he was proud of the boys' overall performance, Coach Aiton was truly impressed with the four debutants, particularly Lama with a hat-trick, Weah Koi and Robert Matthias.
Oh, most definitely, and the good thing is they're only going to get better. So it was their first game and they didn't look out of place. So I was really proud of all the boys, but especially the debutants because it's their first game, so yeah, very happy.
We had a really slow start, to be honest, but full credit to the boys. We turned up for each other. Back in the dressing shed, we knew it would be a tough battle till the 80, and we came back at a strong start in the first half and got the win at the end. But yeah, coach's first win, and a lot of things that we could build on going forward throughout the season. It's just one game of many that is to come, and we just have to build from this and see what we can do going forward.
Oh, probably when we started dropping the ball, when we went a long time without the ball, and then we were just letting the Hunters roll pretty much a full field every time they had the ball. So, yeah, it was just, I didn't know it was slipping at the time. I thought we could come back, but obviously looking back on it now, when you start dropping the ball, it's not going to be any good.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
That's all we have in sports. Carol.
Thank you, Rex. The weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Southern region, Port Moresby partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Daru and Kerma, some showers and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Lae, partly cloudy with brief showers. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau and Kavieng, partly cloudy with few showers possible. Highlands, all centers, some showers and possible thunderstorms. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Have a pleasant evening. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.